everybody. How are we doing tonight? Tonight I'm gonna read you some more bedtime stories made with ChatGPT. So get very comfy, relax, and let me read you these stories to lull you to sleep slowly. Let's breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Alright, let's get started. The first story is called The Cloud That Forgot to Float. There once was a little cloud who didn't want to drift like the others. While his sisters danced across the sky, he stayed curled around the moon, soft and quiet, dreaming of lullabies. He didn't need the wind to carry him. He liked to hum himself and watch the stars blink like tiny night lanterns. And so he stayed, gently resting above the sleeping world, weaving silver threads into the night. Below him, rivers glistened like sleepy eyes and trees whispered their slow, leaf-soft snores. The moon smiled, never alone, as the little cloud hummed his gentle tune, cradling the sky in a lullaby that only dreams could hear. Only dreams could hear. Shh. Relax now. We're going to be moving on to story number 2. Alright, here we go. Story number 2. The Cat in the Clock Tower. In an old town full of whispers and warm bread smells, a soft-footed cat lived in the bell of the clock tower. She moved like smoke in silence, patting over brass gears and velvet shadows, curled where time itself sighed between each tick. Her fur shimmered like dusk, and her purr echoed softly through the sleepy streets. At midnight, when all the windows blinked shut, she would leap to the tallest ledge, watching the dreams of the town float like tiny paper boats. She'd bat one of her paw just for fun before curling up once more, her purr blending with the hush of the night, a sound softer than any chime, guiding the town deeper into sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Story number 3. The Moon and the Moth. Once, a pale moth with silver wings fell in love with the moon. Each night she rose with a flutter and a sigh, brushing past sleepy petals and lanterns dimmed low, chasing that glowing pearl in the sky. She didn't want to catch it, just to be near, to whisper to it her secrets in the quietest part of the night. The moon, bashful and bright, step, she picked up bits of starlight and dreams forgotten on pillows. She spun them carefully, spinning a blanket so soft it could quiet even the noisiest thoughts. She draped this blanket over the sky each night, tucking it into the corners of the world. Beneath it, oceans slowed their waves, owls blinked slow and serene, and the hush between heartbeats grew a little longer. Wrapped in that hush, every creature, big and small, was cradled in peace, and sleep bloomed like wildflowers across the land. Story number 5. The Lantern in the Lake. Deep in a forest where no paths remained, there lay a lake so still it held the sky like a mirror. In its center floated a single lantern, glowing soft and gold, never flickering, never fading. No one knew who placed it there, only that it appeared with each night when the wind hushed and the fireflies began to dance. Sometimes the trees would lean in to look, their leaves rustling like lullabies. Owls perched on nearby branches watched over it like old guardians. And the lantern, in its quiet glow, reflected more than light. It held forgotten lullabies, safe dreams, and the warmth of being held. All who looked upon it felt sleepy and soothed, as if the lake itself had rocked them gently into the dreams. That's my last story, guys. So calm down and sleep, 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 sleep. Relax your whole body and go to sleep. You are safe. You are loved.